Dear students, today again I am with you before you, and this day we are going to discuss a question. This question has been taken from your prescribed syllabus for JPSC mains examination, but the paper it has been taken from the paper 4. That is I have brought it from the sustainable development, that is the group B section. So very first try to see the question, then after we will try to focus the explanation also. We will develop, we will try, I personally I will draft answers and for you, especially for the examination point of view. So very first go through questions, what it says. The question over here, that elaborate the policy taken by the government of India to meet the challenges of food security sector, the food processing sector. Very simple and the direct question it is. See again, check once. Elaborate the policy taken by the government of India to meet the challenges of food processing sector. It means that it's a direct asking. This question, direct asking question, and about the policy measures undertaken by the government to meet the challenges of food sector. So what sort of discipline to frame answers of this type of question? Remember, in this intro of this segment, in this question, briefly explain, you have to do the briefly explain what the food processing sector it is. So in intro section it is necessary to frame a little bit information about the food processing sector. Then, and the second part of this your answer, that is it's called as body, and the body explain the challenges like the raw materials availability, transportation issues, etc. And the next part of the body explain the various measures, schemes launched by the government to address the challenge. And then after you are allowed to write the effective conclusion. So let's see what actually I have drafted the answer for you. Your answer starts from here. Food processing sector, food processing. Food processing includes the processes under which the raw agriculture product, dairy, animal husbandry, meat, poultry and fishing products are transformed in such a way that its original physical properties undergo a change. Okay, this is you have to write in the very first paragraph. What you are writing now? Food processing includes the process, that is the processes under which the raw agricultural product, dairy, animal husbandry, meat and poultry or the fishing products are transformed in such a way that its original physical properties undergo a change. You have to write. It is suitable for the human and animal consumption, and transformed product has more commercial value. And the food processing industry is of, you are in continue now. The food processing industry is of enormous significance for India, as it provides direct and indirect employment opportunities, reduces malnutrition, reduces food wastage and help in crop diversification and enhance food inflation and enhance consumer choices and boost the exports. You have to write about it. This all this information will be considered as in a intro form. Later you write in the second paragraph, almost 60% of the India's population is directly or indirectly dependent upon the agriculture and the allied activities. You are writing the main points regarding the food processing sector. The almost 60% of the India's population is directly or indirectly dependent upon the agriculture and allied activities. For the vast population of India, food and livelihood is largely dependent upon the agriculture. This is a hard fact you know very well, in which a food sector can increase the quality of produce and increase its value. So what sort of values it keeps the food processing industry, how much powerful it is, how much enhance it can promote, it can give big supports. So here it is that it increased its value. For improving quality of food processing sector, the government of India has brought numerous activities. So what sort of activities government of India has taken? Before writing it is necessary to know the status of the food processing in India. That is, what sort of status of food processing in India. So there is some sort of data is required over there. You know that India is the world largest producer of fruits and vegetables after China. It is a very important line I am going to tell you. The India is the world largest producer of fruits and vegetables after China, but hardly 2% of the produces is processed in India. That is a major problem. Hardly 2% of the produce is processed. Not only this, that is in spite of the large production base, the level of processing is very low in India. I think it is less than 10%. Approximately 2% of the fruits and vegetables and 8% of marine and 35% of milk and 6% of poultry are processed. So what a drastic difference between the two countries. And we know very well that India's livestock population is the largest in the world, with 50% of the world buffaloes and 20% of the cattle. But only about 1% of the total population, that 1% of the total meat production is converted to value added products. This is a very problematic situation. More than 75% of the industry comes under unorganized sector. So what sort of areas, what sort of opportunities we are losing now? Imagine that in this food processing sector, more than 75% of the industry comes under unorganized sector. So it is necessary to pay the attention. So what sort of government has taken initiatives? That sort of information you are about to write now. So these what sort of initiatives are? These initiatives are the setting up mega food parks. Okay, the question as per the demand of question I am writing. Setting up mega food park. The government provides capital grants for 50% of the states and 75% of the special status states. And since its launch till now, 42 mega parks have been given in principal approval. This is a recent development I am telling you. The 42 mega parks have been given in principal approval. One of the major food parks is in northeast. I think it is situated in the Assam. It already been started. So it is a newly development. In the second paragraph you write the primary objectives of the MRFS, that is the mega food parks. It provides states or the art infrastructure facilities for the food processing along the value chain from the farm to the market. So what sort of initiatives? It was the first initiative taken by the government. Later that, what sort of development has been prepared by the government? The second one is a foreign direct investment, that is FDI policy up to 100% under the automatic route, that is allowed in food processing industries. So it's a newly development regarding this processing industry, that is food processing industry towards the central government. Next initiatives, the agricultural and processed food products export development authority. So this authority has been authorized, that means it is authorized to do all sort of development regarding all sort of decisions. It is a topmost organization under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, which focus on export of processed food, the processed products. So then an institution was also necessary to settled. So this institution is responsible to do its duty. So the fourth initiative taken by the government is to launch, launch of Pandit Deel Dayal Vigyan Gram Sankul Pariyojana. The newly Pariyojana, that project has been launched by the central government. The launch of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Vigyan Gram Sankul Pariyojana. This scheme has been launched for the remote villages, for specifically the state Uttarakhand state, where the transportation is difficult due to the topography. You know, there are some sort of unique type of topography is there. So, to sort out this problem, this scheme has been launched for the Uttarakhand specifically. The areas selected under the scheme will process and add values of milk, honey, horticulture, local crops, herbal tea, mushrooms, forest produce, medicinal and aromatic plants, and traditional crafts and handloom. So, these are the areas where this this project will dedicated to do. The fifth scheme, the fifth initiative taken by the government is the Sampada scheme. So, what is this? The Sampada scheme, try to focus this point. All processing sectors are covered under one scheme for agro-marine processing and development of agro-processing cluster, that is Sampada. This is an umbrella scheme by the central government for processing industries for administrative convenience. It aims to integrate the cold chain and value addition infrastructure, food safety and quality assurance infrastructures, etc. So, these are the important points. You have to, once you will write this type of information in a very decorated discipline, okay, that means your answer will get a very standard pattern, that means standard face. The second, the next point you are going to mention the initiatives, the agriculture export policy. So, what sort of policy it is? It is also necessary to mention. The new agriculture export policy aims to double the agriculture produced by the 2022 by the holistic approach. You can draft a new data over there. By the holistic approach to boost exports, which include development of forward and backward linkage and value addition through the processing. It also aims to boost the investment in food processing sector. So, there are the initiatives in this food processing sector in India. Later you write the subsidy by the NABARD. You know what sort of work is of NABARD. So, in the case of setting up the agriculture based processing unit in the rural areas such as the flour mills, rice mills, etc., government through NABARD provides 30% of subsidy of project cost of the entrepreneur. You know, that sort of initiatives and that sort of facilities is being given by the NABARD. Later you write the food processing has various advantages which are specific to Indian context. It has capacity to lift millions out of poverty and malnutrition. Later you write the government should develop the food processing industry in a way that helps to tapping these advantages. After that you write that there is also need to encourage what sort of conclusion is required. You are writing that there is also need to encourage academia and the industry to commerce courses for food packing, processing, biotechnology, information technology, so that there would be a cluster, that is the constant supply of skilled manpower, and also help India achieve global excellence in the food processing sector. It was the effective conclusion related to this question. So, as per the demand of question, the question I tried to present and to frame answers as per the need of the discipline of this question. I think I am sure that you have convinced, you have comprehended this question and my explanation also. So, if you are liking, if you think that very good initiatives taken by me, you just like my channel and subscribe my channel. Very soon, as per the given syllabus, I will try to bring a new question and its answer also. Till then, keep watching and keep practicing for the coming examination. Good luck. Best of luck. Thank you.